Hello and welcome to Who It Could Have Been, where every single week we take a look at a different actor or actress who's up for a big role, but for one reason or another they didn't quite get it. Whether they've been better, worse, or just plain asinine. Tonight we're actually going to be talking about, and this particular movie has been in discussion quite a bit this year because of the fact of the remake. It Part 2 came out a couple of months ago, but today we'll be talking about the original miniseries starring Tim Curry as the titular character of It. Now, you've seen the miniseries, Kyle, haven't you?
I have, yes. It's been 2 decades, but I'm still scarred to it to a certain extent, yes.
Well, I'm willing to bet that even if you saw it a few decades ago, if there's one thing, one character, one actor that stood out in your mind, it's Tim Curry. He's unforgettable in that film. Personally, I never found it scary. I know it sounds crazy. I never found it scary. I just found it entertaining as hell watching Tim Curry play this character. That's me. I enjoy the hell out of it.
No, listen, I can't front on that. First of all, anybody who ever utters the phrase, I forgot about Tim Curry, I would immediately follow that up by asking the question of, when did you schedule your lobotomy? So there's that.
Clearly, they don't have a clue.
Listen, I mean, right. Absolutely. And listen, who else has range but Tim Curry to not only play some sort of pedophobic clown and then at the very same breath play Cardinal Richelieu? Wait, that's kind of redundant. Never mind. But you see where I'm going. How do you go from being somebody who chases kids around to then voicing Captain Hook?
Okay, we just lost an entire audience of Catholics, clown lovers, and amputees. Thank you.
I was gonna go after Trump supporters too by mentioning his role chasing around a kid in a hotel in New York.
So now we have one viewer left, and he scares the hell out of me.
Hi, Tim.
He scares the hell out of me, but I find him entertaining, so what the hell?
Right.
I personally found him scarier in Legend than I found him in It.
I have not seen Legend, but that monster makeup alone gives you plenty of credibility.
But can you imagine anyone else in the role of It prior to the remakes?
No, in an episode.
Let's take a trip back in time and look at the original miniseries, where at one point, none other than Malcolm McDowell was considered for that role.
Okay, great job, guys. Excellent change.
Alex DeLarge playing It. I don't think the world could handle Caligula playing a clown monster. That's all I got to say.
I mean, we don't even need to discuss it, right? That there's no way it would be close or worth your time compared to what we got. Can we move on? Like, this is going to be the shortest Who It Could Have Been ever. Like, can we just change this particular, Who It Could Have Been a tribute to Tim Curry?
Oh, you know what? Malcolm McDowell, I don't think is a bad choice necessarily. I think he can be very dynamic. He can be very scary, and he can also be very likable. He hits a lot of similar traits to Tim Curry in many ways. He's a terrific actor, and he can go over the top and yet still retain that sense of intensity while he's doing it.
Yeah, no, that's all. Those are all great points, Demotes. But I think there's one thing that he would fail to do: be Tim Curry.
The day they tried to crucify Tim Curry,
forgive them all. They know not what they do.
Are you kidding me? The nails would rebel.
Why isn't it working? Anyways.
I think Malcolm McDowell would have done a fine job. I think that Tim Curry is one of the reasons that the miniseries has as much staying power as it has. And it has a great cast. I mean, you have to remember that John Ritter, Harry Anderson, there are some great people in this film, but regardless of what you think of the miniseries itself. But Tim Curry is the reason that people, I think is one of the main reasons why that miniseries has as much staying power as it has today.
Terry Crews is the reason why everybody remembers Old Spice commercials. Tim Curry is the reason everybody remembers the It miniseries. Bottom line.
I think we're in agreement. You can't replace Tim Curry. Now, if Malcolm McDowell played the hotel manager in Home Alone 2, that would have been an interesting twist, turning into a horror film.
And pizza. Just no one else can do that. I can't even do it. I'm just hinting at it, and you guys and a pizza. I sound like Dr. Evil trying to and a pizza,
a limousine, and a pizza.
Forget about it.
You know, Pizza Hut, when you try to order nowadays, they have those automated the automated phone line. It should be voiced by Tim Curry.
Hello, I'm Tim Curry. What
toppings would you like on your pizza?
Pizza.
Okay. I'm done.
Have a lovely day.